Hello, goblins. It is technically Fey Week, and it is technically no longer Fey Week. But time is a social construct, and Fey don't respect deadlines, calendars, or linear passage of time, so we're doing it anyways. Today, I'm sharing a big list of Fey Curses from my game in progress, Markets of Misfortune, a game about dangerous, magical markets, bad deals, and the consequences of saying, yeah, sure, that seems fine. These curses are meant to be weird, inconvenient, funny, slightly upsetting, and occasionally emotionally devastating. Feel free to use them in any fantasy RPG, roll them randomly, or give them to players who absolutely should not have trusted that mushroom merchant. Fey curses should feel like poetic justice, petty revenge, or a lesson you will absolutely not learn from. Here we go. 1. You can no longer remember or speak your own name. Your friends, family, and allies no longer remember your name, but you do feel familiar. 2. Your reflection never shows your true face. 3. Animals bring you shiny trinkets, but also steal food from you constantly. 4. Your shadow dances freely under moonlight. You must find it each night before daybreak, or else. 5. You remain youthful forever, as others around you age rapidly to fuel the magic. 6. Your soul is bound to a fairy who may command you at any inconvenient time. 7. You're compelled to dance until you fall from exhaustion. 8. You are bound to a single season, such as spring or winter. During other seasons, your health withers. 9. Any fairy you've dealt with always knows where to find you. 10. Each movement you make sounds like a chorus of tiny bells, alerting all who listen to your presence. 11. Your bones shine faintly under your skin, a beacon to those who hunt Fey. 12. Your dreams are stolen each night by the Fey, leaving you feeling restless and exhausted. 13. Mundane food no longer satisfies you. You must consume the fruit of the Feywild to sustain your ravenous hunger. 14. Any melody compels you to sing until the song ends, or until you lose your voice entirely. 15. You can no longer lie and you're compelled to overshare. 16. Your pockets always contain one live frog that you will never be rid of. 17. Wherever you step, tiny flowers grow, leaving a trail wherever you walk. 18. You always know the exact price of everything. 19. You smell faintly of fresh-baked bread. Predators love it. 20. You must thank inanimate objects when you use them. If you forget, they stop working. 21. Your reflection occasionally waves when you do not. 22. You cannot step on cracks. Whenever you do, it injures someone you love. 23. You wake up with your hair already braided. No one knows who did it. 24. Coins vanish from your hand the moment you try to pay someone. 25. Animals trust you. People do not. 26. You can only speak in rhymes. 27. Rain clouds follow you, especially indoors. 28. Milk spoils and ale sours when you touch it. 29. Your shadow points the wrong direction. 30. You cannot sit in chairs normally. You must perch. 31. You feel intense guilt when ignoring mushrooms. 32. Your voice echoes eerily in small spaces. 33. You cannot wear matching socks ever again. 34. You always lose games of chance, even games with no randomness. 35. You can hear flowers growing. They are quite loud. 36. You must knock before opening anything, even drawers. 37. You cannot stop collecting small, tiny objects. Same. 38. Your footsteps sound like crunching autumn leaves. 39. Your reflection slowly ages. You do not. 40. You cannot refuse a cup of tea. 41. You have no sense of direction. Compasses spin wildly in your hand. 42. You feel watched when near mirrors. 43. You cannot close doors fully. 44. Your handwriting changes daily. 45. You cannot throw anything away permanently. Your trash always returns to you. 46. You occasionally speak in a language that you do not know. 47. You must introduce yourself to every crow you see. 48. You cannot walk in straight lines. Also same. 49. You hum ominous music unintentionally. You don't always realize you're doing it. 50. You forget what you're doing when entering rooms. Very much same. 51. Your clothes collect burrs and petals constantly. 52. You must accept every compliment as a legally binding truth. 53. Your dreams are extremely literal. 54. You always arrive 5 minutes too early or too late, never on time. 55. You can never ever break a pinky promise. 56. You can no longer wear hats, except for the one you're wearing right now. 57. You always know when someone is lying, but you can never prove it. 58. You must always finish stories that you start telling. 59. You cannot say no to harmless dares. 60. You feel compelled to count assorted objects such as buttons, trinkets, or even spilled grains. 61. You instinctively bow to royalty, real or imagined. 62. You cannot refuse a dance. 63. When giving information, you must speak in riddles, never directly. 64. You always feel like you're forgetting something important. Same again. 65. You cannot step over or disturb sleeping creatures. 66. You feel a deep emotional attachment to random rocks. Think that's just autism. 67. You cannot resist blowing dandelions. 68. You must sit when offered a seat. 69. You feel watched by garden statues. 70. You must clap enthusiastically after all performances, no matter how small or how bad. 71. You must taste a sample of every soup you encounter. 72. You can never say goodbye first. 73. You cannot ignore stray cats. 74. You cannot walk past an open window without looking out of it. 75. Your voice becomes melodic when you are angry. 76. Your shoes fill with sugar each night. 77. You cannot ignore unattended musical instruments. You must play them. 78. You forget what day of the week it is. Always. Me too. 79. You must toss a coin into every fountain you see. 80. You feel compelled to tidy messy shelves. 81. Your breath fogs in warm rooms. 82. You must read signs aloud. 83. You feel obligated to finish any puzzles, books, or quests that you start. 84. You always hear distant laughter that follows you in crowded spaces. 85. You can only whisper when in nature, for fear the trees might hear you. 86. You cannot remember the faces of the people you've seen when they're not present. 87. Birds go silent when you approach. 88. You cannot count past the number 13. 89. You cannot keep plants alive. Unfortunate same. 90. You cannot fall asleep in total silence. 91. You no longer cast a reflection at all. Someone else now wears your face in mirrors. 92. You cannot cross running water without first offering it a secret. 93. Your voice belongs to the last fairy who complimented you. They may take it back whenever they wish. 94. You cannot enter a home unless invited, but invitations feel painfully binding. 95. Every promise you make becomes magically enforced. 96. You cannot remove any gift freely given to you by the Fae. 97. You cannot willingly leave a circle once you've stepped into it. 98. You cannot harm a creature that offers you hospitality. 99. You cannot break bread without sharing it. And finally, 100. You cannot hold iron without feeling intense pain. And that's just a sample of the many, many ways the Fae can ruin your life. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, follow me on Itch, and check out my 11 awesome games, such as Fantasy Pre, the Dragon Racing TTRPG, Airship Amore, and Boss Monster Academy. And if you like, you could also join my Discord server, where nerds like you can talk about my games, your games, anything you want really. Links can be found down below. And remember, if a mysterious vendor offers you a small, harmless blessing for a price you can't quite remember agreeing to, you already messed up. Bye!